TypeScript classes are actually JavaScript functions. Let's define a class in TypeScript. Let's say we have a variable a, which is number, b, which is string. When we compile this, you will see generated file has a function actually. TypeScript classes can have functions as well. For example, let's define my function. Functions in classes do not have function keywords. Let's say we return a number. We can generate an instance of this class by using new keyword. My class do not accept any constructor parameters, but we can add if you want. For example, constructor. If I want to say, let's say, have another variable which is c, I can define another variable here. Let's call this c private or c1. I can assign c1 to c. This will work. Sorry, this will not work because we are not giving c variable as constructor parameter. This will work, yes. There is another one way to define instance variables on initialization is to define them in constructor and set the values afterwards. Another way of doing this is to define everything in constructor. If I define everything in constructor, I even do not need to use this structure. For example, let's say this is public. This will work. All variables are defined per default public. For example, I don't have to define public here because they will be public per default. They are accessible from outside. Let's say so. It is working, but C1 is also accessible because it is public. I will define it private now. Let's make this private. Yes, it's not working now. As a shortcut, we can move them to the constructor as well. And we need to define here initial value as well. Fun. C1 is private, it's not working here. I can change this to B. This is working as well, very good. It's also possible to define static methods. For example, I have a calculate method. This method is only accessible from class. my class call is accessible. If I try to use this from inside an instance, it will not work. But static call will work.